You've probably heard things about Venezuela, words like crisis and chaos. These words echo across news channels and social media, painting a picture that feels distant, almost unreal. But what does that really mean for the people who live here? I came here to find out, to see beyond the headlines and experience the reality firsthand. The truth is far more complex and deeply human than you might imagine. Behind every headline, there are faces, families, and stories that rarely make it to the front page. It's a story of incredible strength and hope, even in the face of hardship. Every day, people here find ways to adapt, to support each other, and to keep moving forward. I wanted to meet the people who call this land home, to understand their daily lives and what keeps them going. To hear the stories of mothers who nurture their families with love and determination, taxi drivers who navigate the bustling streets, students who dream of a brighter future, and artists who express hope through their vibrant murals. How do they get by, day after day? What are their hopes, their fears, and their dreams for tomorrow? The narrative of a nation is woven into these everyday moments, shared meals, laughter, and the small victories that make life meaningful. My journey is about peeling back the layers, listening to voices that are often unheard, and seeing the world through their eyes. It's easy to form an opinion from afar, but true understanding takes time, patience, and an open mind. Today, the air is thick with uncertainty, yet alive with a spirit that refuses to be extinguished. There is resilience here, a quiet determination that pulses through every street and home. The story of Venezuela is, at its heart, a human story of resilience, of communities coming together to rebuild and support one another. So, I invite you to join me on this journey of discovery. Let's look past the headlines, beyond the statistics and sound bites, and try to understand the reality for millions of Venezuelans. The real Venezuela will surprise you, and perhaps inspire you with its enduring spirit. Let's talk about that label, most sinful. It's a phrase that grabs attention, but what does it really mean? Where did it come from? And does it truly reflect the lives of millions of Venezuelans? The label originated from an informal survey, one that measured things like corruption, crime, and other so-called vices. It was never meant to be a scientific study, but the headline stuck. Venezuela topped the list, but that's a massive oversimplification. It reduces a complex nation to a single word, ignoring the deeper context. Is there corruption? Absolutely. It's a reality that touches every level of society, from the highest offices to everyday transactions. But calling the entire country sinful misses the point entirely. It overlooks the struggles, the choices people are forced to make. The so-called sins are really symptoms of a desperate situation, an economy in crisis, families struggling to get by. When your salary barely buys food, the lines between right and wrong can blur. Survival becomes the priority. This isn't about a lack of morals, it's about a lack of options. People are doing what they must to care for their loved ones. I met Carlos, a former engineer now driving a taxi to make ends meet. His story is just one of many. Is it a sin to want to feed my children? He asked me, his voice heavy with emotion. For him, and for so many others, survival is not a choice, it's a necessity. The label feels cruel, detached from the reality of daily life. It ignores the resilience and dignity people show in the face of hardship. Such judgments are born from a distance, failing to capture the human heart and the daily courage it takes to keep going. The real story is about a nation of survivors, people who find ways to support each other, to laugh and to hope, even in the toughest times. People navigating economic and political problems with remarkable resilience, creativity, and solidarity. The real sin is the situation forced upon them, not the ways they cope or try to survive. In the end, it's a story of survival, not sin, a testament to the strength and spirit of the Venezuelan people. For most Venezuelans, every day is a masterclass in resourcefulness. The morning starts with urgent questions. Is there water, electricity, food? I stayed with a family in Caracas. Their day began before sunrise. Maria, The mother checked the water tanks. We got water for 2 hours last night. Simple tasks become monumental challenges. Public transport is overcrowded and unreliable. Fuel shortages mean long queues at petrol stations. The economy is a constant, crushing weight. Hyperinflation has ravaged the bolivar. People rush to spend salaries before prices rise again. Many trade in US dollars if they can get them. This daily grind is exhausting, a constant state of alert. Yet, amidst this struggle, there's a strange sense of routine. People have adapted, expecting the unexpected. This isn't living, many will tell you. It's surviving. And they have become experts at it. It's a relentless struggle, but they endure. The search for food is the central drama of daily life in Venezuela. Shelves are stocked, but prices are impossibly high. A bag of pasta can cost a significant portion of a week's wages. This forces people to be incredibly creative with what little they have. Arepas, a staple, are often made without filling. Community has become a vital lifeline. Neighbors share what they have, knowing roles could reverse. Small community gardens have sprung up in unlikely places. The government provides a subsidized food box, the clap box. It's a relief and frustration, a reminder of their precarious situation. It's a quiet, powerful form of resistance against hunger. Walking the streets of a Venezuelan city, you feel a tension. People are wary, avoiding flashy displays and public phone use. Years of hardship have led to a rise in crime. The police are often seen as part of the problem. People rely on themselves and their neighbors for safety. Nightfall changes everything. Streets empty with unnerving speed. People hurry home, locking doors behind them. This self-imposed curfew is a sad reality. But even in this climate of fear, life goes on. People have developed a sixth sense for danger. They know which streets to avoid and when it's safest to be out. It's a heavy mental load to carry every day. The struggle for peace and security is constant. It's not just about food or money, it's about safety. It would be easy to think of Venezuela as a place of misery, but that would be a profound mistake. Despite everything, the Venezuelan spirit is vibrant and defiant. Laughter and music are common sounds on the streets. People find reasons to celebrate, to dance, to connect. Music is the lifeblood of the nation. It's a source of pride, expression, and escape. Family and community provide incredible strength. Sundays are for family gatherings, even if meals are smaller. The bonds between people have grown stronger. Venezuelans have a sharp, dark sense of humor. They make jokes about the blackouts and inflation. It's a way of taking back a little bit of power. This resilience is the most powerful truth about this country. It's a spirit that cannot be broken. To understand Venezuela today, you have to look at its past. Once the wealthiest country in Latin America, Caracas was a hub of modernity. The older generation remembers this time with nostalgia and pain. Grand theaters and museums stand as ghosts of a prosperous time. Yet, the culture they housed endures. People flock to free concerts and art exhibitions. Venezuela's cultural identity is a rich tapestry. Traditions connect people to their history and each other. This cultural richness is a form of wealth that cannot be devalued. It's the soul of the country. Beyond the crisis, Venezuela is a land of natural beauty and secrets. It holds records that might surprise you. Home to the world's highest waterfall, Angel Falls, in a remote jungle. Venezuela has more proven oil reserves than any other country. This wealth makes the current poverty tragic and paradoxical. The country is a pageant superpower, a source of national pride. The Catatumbo lightning is a unique atmospheric phenomenon. For up to 260 nights a year, the sky is illuminated by lightning. It's a metaphor for the country. Intense energy and undeniable light. These facts reveal a country of contradictions and beauty. They show a side of Venezuela that is often overlooked. Don't go away, the most important part is next. What is the future for Venezuela? This is a question that echoes through the streets, whispered in homes, and pondered in the hearts of millions. It's the question on everyone's lips, a question that carries both fear and a flicker of hope. The challenges are immense, from economic hardships to political turmoil. But to say there's no hope is to misunderstand the resilience and spirit of the Venezuelan people. Hope is a daily act of defiance, a determination to build a better life despite the odds. It's seen in the small acts of courage and kindness that happen every day. I see hope in small businesses emerging, run by young entrepreneurs who refuse to give up on their dreams. Doctors and teachers work for low salaries, driven by duty and a deep commitment to their communities. The real hope lies in the people, their unbreakable spirit, and their unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. They have endured more than most can imagine, yet they stand strong, united in their resolve. They are still singing, helping neighbors, and dreaming of a better future, one where their children can thrive. This story is not over. It is a story of resilience, courage, and hope. The people of Venezuela deserve to have their voices heard, their struggles acknowledged, and their dreams supported. Their reality is complex, filled with challenges and triumphs, and we owe it to them to understand it fully. If their story has touched you, don't let it fade away. Share it, talk about it, and keep it alive. Support the work we do. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed and engaged. Help us continue to bring these vital human stories to light, stories that matter and need to be told.